Do you have children? Have you appointed a guardian for them in your will? Hi, I'm Simon Dippenau and I'm a family lawyer. If you have children, you need a will. In addition to determining how your assets are distributed after your death, a will allows you to make adequate provision for your children should you die before they're 18. The will is your legal means of nominating a guardian for your minor children. Now, in normal circumstances, the surviving parent will automatically become the child's legal guardian, whether or not you are married. This is because you are both deemed to be natural guardians, a role you cannot refuse. However, sometimes the scenario does not apply. If you are widowed or if you are a single parent and don't know where the other parent is, you are the sole guardian for your child. In this case, it is important to name a guardian. You may think your family will look after your child if you're not around, but there's no guarantee the courts will come to the same conclusion. Grandparents, though loving, may be aging and not have the physical or mental capacity to look after a boisterous child. Your siblings may not be in a position to look after a child, or they may live overseas and you prefer your children to remain in South Africa, or they may decline. They have that right. If you and the other parent are in good health, the likelihood of needing a guardian is minimal. However, it is not unheard of for parents to lose their lives simultaneously, for example in a road traffic accident or air disaster. This is, thankfully, extremely rare, but it is good planning to cover all possibilities. It's a conversation you should have as soon as possible when you become parents. Determine who in your family, if possible, is willing and able to care for your child after your death. If there is no family member, consider a close friend. It's a big commitment and should be discussed at length before you both decide. The legal guardian is not financially responsible for the child. You need to make provision in your will. It's a good idea to have a life insurance policy that will pay your dependents an income on your death and cover costs like medical insurance, school fees, etc. The guardian has the legal authority to make decisions on behalf of the child with regard to their upbringing, including decisions on where the child will live, where they will go to school. This is known as parental responsibility. They also have a duty to administer the children's property in their best interests until they are old enough to manage their own affairs. The court in South Africa is the upper guardian of all minor children. It has the final say in who will look after your child. However, if you have considered the matter with love and care and your child's best interests at heart, and have discussed it with your nominated guardian and they've agreed, it's unlikely the court will go against your wishes. In appointing a guardian, you should consider how well does your child know the person and what is their relationship like? Where does the proposed guardian live in relation to you? And will your children be able to remain at the current school and keep the same circle of friends? How well does the person get on with your parents and the other sets of grandparents? You want to be sure these essential familial relationships are maintained. Do you share similar moral and ethical values with the person? Do you trust them to put the best interests of your children first at all times? Do they have children of their own? And are you roughly aligned on parenting style? Will they respect your wishes and raise your children according to your religious beliefs, if relevant? And most importantly, are they willing to take on the responsibility for your child, perhaps for a long time? It is critical that you have a full and frank discussion with your intended guardian before including them in your will. If you do not appoint a guardian, the individual you propose will have to apply to the High Court to be appointed the legal guardian to your child. This can be costly and also distressing for your child. It makes good sense to do it now. I can help you with all aspects of estate planning and legal guardianship. Send me an email to simon@sdlaw.co.za.